We have had a history of problems with Baltimore County.
There is collusion in Baltimore County regarding police activity, regarding zoning activity, and regarding court processes.
Mr. County Executive, I'm from Dundalk TV. I'd like to know if you'd like to say anything about the North Point Government Center.
How you doing? Good to see you.
I'm doing well.
And Dundalk TV would like to just keep on following what's going on. The more that I learn about what is going on throughout Baltimore County, the more disgusted I become, and the more unbelievable it all is.
Sir, let me talk for a second, okay? No, it's my job to talk, your job to listen right now. And I'll listen to you.
Wow, how far have we come?
Two judges have told me it's illegal what they're doing. The information that I have and from my own experience, Kevin and Jim both support PUDs, and they support the process.
I'm going to talk money. It was mentioned earlier that the appraised value, the first appraised value of the park was $8.75 million, which I agree with. We sold it, I believe we sold it to Vanguard for $2.1 million. Right now, just those two transactions leaves us, the Baltimore County taxpayers, with a loss of $6.65 million. This is a bad deal. The total is $20.25 million, which is a loss to the taxpayers. Will they sell us, Baltimore County taxpayers, that's us, a piece of their property for a loss of $20.25 million? Answer? No, sir. I figured.
I am the watchdog for the citizens. I consider myself to be looking out for Baltimore County taxpayers and making sure that the dollars are appropriately spent. So in that sense, we are a reactive office. We get complaints from the public, we get complaints from employees, we get complaints from former employees, and we act upon those complaints.
The community might be interested in a case that I have that occurred over in the Catonsville area. And a developer contributed to a county council person of that district while they were waiting to have the PUD bill introduced to the county. And the state prosecutor got in because the developer contributed money, not in his own name, but in his employees' names, in the amount of $5,000. Yeah. He divvied the money up amongst his employees, and they contributed. The state prosecutor got involved and created a number. It looked at the number of emails that went back and forth between the parties. As a result of that, he pled guilty to a criminal charge and was sentenced to $50,000, or 55? $58,000. The problem was, it was just the cost of doing business. Because at the same time, I got involved in the case, and I raised it in front of the hearing officer and said they shouldn't get the PUD. They shouldn't get the benefits of the PUD that, in effect, he paid for. Well, the administrative law judge said, oh, this is terrible. It's like how they make sausage. You wouldn't want to know how they make it. You just eat it after it's made. But there's nothing I can do about it. So then it goes to the County Board of Appeals. And the County Board of Appeals says, oh, this is awful. This is terrible. This is an appearance of impropriety, but there's nothing we can do about it. It goes to the circuit court. The circuit court judge simply said, oh, it's the way we do business in Baltimore County, which I thought is rather novel, you know. Goes to the Court of Special Appeals, and they say the same thing. Oh, this is terrible. It certainly is an appearance of impropriety, but there's nothing we can do about it because it's a legislative act of the county council. Well, lo and behold, the Court of Appeals took the case, and I briefed it. I'm waiting for the reply. The oral argument is on May the 4th, and I will be standing up screaming at the Maryland Court of Appeals saying, when is this nonsense going to stop?
Hi, Scott. This is Pete Christinos from the Baltimore County Executive's Office, returning your call with regards to a walkthrough of the North Point Government Center. You can reach out to Recreation and Parks at 410-887-3804, and they'll be more than happy to schedule a tour of the recreational areas of the building. There are parts of the building that are closed off to the public due to they're used by the Baltimore County Police for canine training. So the public doesn't gain access to that area. Again, you can reach Rec and Parks to set up that walkthrough at 410-887-3804. Thank you and have a great day.
Hey, Scott. This is Debbie from Water's Edge Community Center. Calling you back in reference to the North Point Government Center. We were just notified that they are redoing the floors, and they did not give us any specifics. If you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to email or call. Thanks, and have a great day.
I would like to thank all of the Baltimore County employees who did their best to help facilitate my request and concerned citizens in the community's request to take a tour of the North Point Government Center. The group of concerned citizens had chosen a date, and when I contacted Baltimore County to provide them with the date, I was informed the tour had been canceled. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it just seems a bit suspicious when everything was moving along without a problem that this tour was canceled. There is no doubt in my mind that this was politically motivated because the citizens of Dundalk had members of Baltimore County government abuse their powers to try to silence the residents of Dundalk who opposed the sale of the North Point Government Center. Thankfully, they did not stand for the abuse and fought back. And Baltimore County Police Chief Jimmy Johnson had issued an apology for some of his officers' conduct. And ladies and gentlemen, I feel that what has happened in this particular instance is also an abuse of power, because this request was made prior to the midterm election. And 1 minute there was no problem. And the next, someone pulled the plug on the tour of the North Point Government Center. It surely does make you wonder what the county executive and his friends are trying to hide. Unfortunately, as the information you heard in the video clearly lays out, the system is broken. Baltimore County taxpayers deserve so much better. I encourage you to contact Kelly Madigan's office with any issues or concerns you may have about anything that you feel is not being handled in a professional or ethical manner. We didn't have an Inspector General's office in years past, and our elected officials have felt very comfortable doing as they please. With the help of the Inspector General's office, I do believe that there will be accountability, and through that accountability, we will be able to bring necessary changes in Baltimore County.